Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. Normal mode, everything's normal, sun is rising, our garden is ready, more importantly, our cotton is ready. And why is cotton important? Well, because we need that to make the last padded cloth to make our flak jacket. So that's a bonus. If I can get down the hatch, that would be a bigger bonus. Now, before we do that, you will remember we were stacking up to get the double barrel, 2000 power, 200 mass. So before we do anything silly and use the mass, let us make a double barrel. Yes. Just while that's doing that, we'll chuck this in here. And we have got another cottonseed ready to go. But I've put these here to remind me, and then I logged in and forgot what they were there for. Yeah, we need 5 padded cloth, not 4. So there we go, that's everything we need. Once that's done, we can make our flak jacket. So that I think gives us, I can't remember the figures now. We'll make it and I'll tell you. At the moment we have damage protection of 15%, which is provided mostly by the helmet, I think. I think this takes us up to about 25%, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it gives us another 8%, so 23. Yeah, there we go, 23%. But almost a quarter of all incoming damage is reduced, which is really nice. Okay, let's get this beast out. Now, I like to put it on next to my other shotgun. For a long time I was very averse to using the double barrel. Take a few shells with us. Because once you've expended both shots, you're done for. So if you're shooting a cougar and you're shooting it up close, bang bang, cougar doesn't die, you're kind of stuffed. So by putting it next to my other shotgun, if necessary, I can quickly switch and get, well, 5 more rounds, but you'll only need 1 anyway. So that's kind of why I do it that way. Right, let's have a very quick look. We have 1 cottonseed, 1 tomato. I don't really want to grow any more carrots and onions and that sort of thing because they don't really do much for you. You need them for veg, and veg is much better provided for with tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is leave a slot free, so that's 7. If we do happen to find another cottonseed while we're out and about, then you know, we've got a slot, we can get it in straight away. I think that's sensible. Speaking of the devil, there's a level 1 cougar. So I think today we're not actually desperately short of sinew, although no, you can never have enough sinew. It's used for pretty much everything high-end, whether it's wind turbines, solar panels, that sort of thing. A mining drill, you need sinew for pretty much everything. So it seems sensible to get our stocks up, and as we've just made the double barrel, it kind of seems sensible to do it now. Now just quickly before we do go out, you'll notice I've cleared the map down this area here. That was for when the bases spawned in. I wanted to be certain I knew where they were. But I haven't cleared the map up this end of the Cougar run. So we don't know if there are any road camps up there. And I think now is a good opportunity to take a wander up there, open up the map a little bit, and, well, pray we don't run into rogues, really. So I'm just going to chuck a bit more wood on the fire. That'll do us nicely. Now, I can't remember how old this chicken is, so I'm going to eat it now. I could have waited a little bit longer, but, well, don't really want to lose it. A couple of strawberries. And I think we're good. So, as far as the base attacks are concerned, I really have no idea. They could come any time, so I'm going to have to rely on good old Mr. Luck for that. Now this cougar is in a really horrible place on a slope like that. If you were to shoot him from here, he would come bounding down the hill. Now I don't know if you've seen rabbits and chickens when they go down hills. They're bumping and grinding all the way down, and he would do much the same. It would be very difficult to identify what the angle is in order to shoot him. So you always want to try and get on the level with him so that he's coming straight across the slope. So here for instance. So the reason I do two distinct shots, it's very easy to go bang bang. And the reason I do two distinct shots is because if there's any kind of latency in your connection, if you're playing on a server or on a friend's computer, it's possible that the game will not see both shots. It'll still use both rounds, but it'll only register one hit on the Cougar. And obviously that's really bad. So when I fire the double barrel, I always do those two distinct, you know, like it just put a slight gap between the two shots. We got wolves everywhere here. We just run for it. Oh, there we go. I had a feeling it wasn't far away. Let's see if we can double back. Take some of these wolves with us. This is my secret entrance. Where are you shooting from? I think we're going to get some free arrows here if we're careful. Ooh. Tricky sucker. I shot his mate. His mate stood in front of him and he tried to shoot me. I like it. Was there just the two? I think there was. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands before I forget. And we're going to get some water, grab the bags, and well, we'll try again. That's one of my arrows that missed. Two weapon parts on that guy. And some free arrows. I like it. We might as well put our sinew away, just in case any disasters occur. Let's get that in the cooker first. Grand total of 3 weapon parts now. And those, I'll stick these straight in there. Ooh, don't really use potassium, but I guess we could stick it in there for now. There you go. Keep it tidy. So that's delayed our leaving a little bit, hasn't it? I think on previous videos I've mentioned there are a number of ways you can kill cougars. The old-fashioned way used to be put a platform down and shoot the cougar, run and jump on the platform, and the cougar ran away. Mr. ColdGames decided that was an exploit, so he coded it in that the cougar will attack things such as a foundation. Does quite a lot of damage to it as well, but then he'll not only run away, he'll run away out of sight or a long way away, which makes that method fairly redundant. Not really hungry at the moment, but there are a few other ways. Double barrel obviously is one way. You can shoot them with a bow and arrow. If you're in single player mode, that works quite well. Shoot them as far away as you can, turn immediately and run in the opposite direction. The cougar will chase after you, but he'll give up after a little while. As long as you've got plenty of stamina, you can outrun him. As soon as you hear the purring dying off, in the background. Keep running for a little bit to put some distance between you, and then stop and rinse and repeat. And if you haven't got a lot of land that you can run in, you can do a sort of a big loop, like a massive elliptical, well, circle essentially. So that's one method. Obviously it needs a lot of arrows, so once you get him down to within 120 hit points, you might as well switch to a shotgun, because you can get a shotgun quite early in the game anyway. Yes, so that's... bother with deer. That's two methods really, double barrel and the bow and arrow. But there is a third method which not a lot of people know about, or at least I think it's possibly unique to my trials. If you've got a long-range rifle, the one on my hotbar, the ordinary rifle, you can hit a cougar from way away. So for instance, in terms of giving you a demonstration, if you could see the cougar down there where I'm pointing now, that bush, crouch down, fire a shot and don't move, stay crouched. As the cougar runs towards you, he's going to get to around this area here, and then he's going to lose you and you'll just give up the chase and walk. But you have to be really far away. You might even be better going for that bush if you can hit him from that distance. And that can be quite effective, because the first shot obviously is going to take off however much damage you've got on your weapon, depending on upgrades and things. That means you get another shot at him, and then he'll obviously run towards you. But by then, if you've judged it right, and if he's a low-level cougar, a shotgun should take him out. So you're wise to find out what damage your weapon is doing by shooting something maybe like a wolf that you know the shotgun is going to kill. So shoot him with your rifle. To make a note of his health first, shoot him with your rifle, and take a note as he's running towards you. Quickly note what his health is, and that'll tell you how much damage your rifle is doing. Here's another one. So again, you don't want to be going up a hill or down a hill. You want to be on the flat, so that as he's running towards you, he's coming straight at you. Easy as that. As I say, if you have got any kind of latency on your connection, if you're playing on a friend's PC, networked, or if you're playing online, shoot a little bit earlier. I'm leaving it quite late there, obviously, before I'm shooting him, so you want to shoot just a little bit earlier. I mean, we're talking maybe a yard or two of his travel on the ground, just to allow for that latency. And obviously put that gap between your shots. And that's all there is to it. Rinse and repeat. So I don't know if we'll get an opportunity, maybe with this next cougar, to show you the long range shot. He's not always out in the open. Not quite there yet. He'll be up on the snow line ahead of us. Being a bit wary, because if he's been pushed over by rogues, he might not be where I'm expecting him to be. I should say her, really. I think kitty cats are generally referred to as her, not he. I'm going to go up high and see if we can get a long range view of him. Sorry. Not seeing her anywhere. She can be quite high up in this snow. It is currently, I believe, August, and the general belief is that in the summertime... Oh, there she is. Yeah, in the summertime they do go down into off the snow. Let me see if I can come back over here. going to come over the brow of the hill, do you think? No, I don't think we're going to get... I could go the other side of the, way over the other side, but I'd have to go a very long way. So, if I get the opportunity on another one, I will try and demonstrate for you. Gee. Now this is awkward because she's over the brow of that hill. So I kind of want her to run towards me. So what I'm going to do is get her interest. And then when she starts walking, I'm just going to back away to get her onto some flat ground. There we go. So you see, she was much higher. I had to look up to shoot her there. And that's just this tiny little dip here. So I was here and she was on there. It makes a huge difference. The flatter the ground, the easier it is. So 10 sinew of 3 cougars, not very good. Kind of like to get 6 sinew of cougars of that level. So we must have got a 4, 4 and a 3, I think. Never mind. Some days you get a lot, some days you don't get so much. So, one of the advantages of having a base somewhat in the middle of the map is that it's not too far to run. And if your base is way down in the south, getting all the way up here for cougars is, well, it's a day's trek. Speaking of provisions, we should eat something. Actually, I'll have a drink as well because we seem to be quite thirsty. Right, so I think what I'll do is I'll just drop down here. There's no more cougars now until we get back past our base. So yeah, if I drop down here we can actually uncover some of this map area. In single player you'll only get Alpha, Bravo and Charlie, you only get the 3 bases. And we don't need to worry about bimbling or bumbling into another base. Just wolves and bears. Straight ahead. Yeah, this cougar that I got just under what that's called Lion King Rock there, that cougar can roam all the way around here and even down into this forest. So if you don't find her immediately, keep looking. She'll be there somewhere. Unless what, someone else, if you're playing multiplayer, someone else might have already killed her. But grab all the iron I can. Too worried about the rabbits at the moment, we've got plenty of meat on us. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, let's take a big chunk out. Let's go a bit further over here. We should be able to run along this ridge line here, I think. Ooh, okay, go this way. Again, big flat slab here, nice place for a base. Do like a terraced base. Not too far to the snow, bigger water, lots of trees around, cougars on hand, and fairly central to the map. If by any chance you're up for a bit of a challenge in your game, I highly recommend, I don't know if you can see where I am on the map here, we've got this grub tree here. This is the cougar that spawns on the end of the rocks. Our base is just the other side of these rocks here. Well, if you go up that track there and follow the track up, say track, there is kind of a track up there. That clump of rocks just underneath my tip of my arrow there is a brilliant place for a base. It's kind of, well, I'll show you. That's better than trying to describe it. I built a base on a multiplayer server up there with a friend, and it's cold. I mean, it's very cold, especially in the winter. You need to have good gear, and even then you'll freeze. But if you can get your base established before winter and maybe get a fire and a radiator, it's an interesting place for a base, sort of like an alpine environment. Not many trees, but there's enough. Forest down the bottom there. So what we did, we used this as our entrance, carefully planned the foundation so that it was the right height and in the centre to put a door right in the middle, and then we walled off around there all the way round and built it. I think it was a 2-story building within it, and yeah, it was an excellent place for a base, but a little bit out of the way. So the advantage there is, obviously, if you cut across these mountains, you're going to be geared up for the cold anyway, so you can just run over the top here and you'll recognise where we come out. That's the southern pond area down there, and all the cougar spawns along here. So quick access to the south, not terribly far from the north. Within the snow line, of course, means you've got plenty of water on hand all the time. Yeah, it was fun. I highly recommend it if you want to change. Right, I know there are cougars over here. I'm going to come back to those. I'm going to start over at the end here. You can see that one ahead of us now. If things are going to go wrong with the double barrel, now is about the time it's likely to happen. Because you've got a load of sinew on you, and of course in normal mode, if you die, you're going to lose a certain percentage of everything. Make sure the gun is reloaded, creep up to her, wait until she sees you, crouch, 2 straight to the face. We've got more meat than we know what to do with. Eat that now just in case it goes off. Again, we only got 4 sinew from her, so it is being a little disappointing. Ooh, build a crate, love that. I think that one was only a level 1, but I'm not sure if that makes any difference to the amount of sinew you get, or whether it's just purely random. But you can do a run and get, you know, 6 sinew, 4, 5, that sort of thing. And of course it all adds up. So the next cougar is over there somewhere. I might not be able to get her depending on... the hunters will have pushed her over. Just trying to think which way. Probably the other way. I don't think they'd have pushed her over this way. So they'll have to go round anyway. If they'd have pushed her this way, I'd expect to see her either on that peninsula there or in the river itself. I don't see her. Oh, there we go. Right in front of us. So again, we've got a bit of a lumpy ground here, so oh, now she's walking up onto the top. Makes it easier. So get it level, wait till she sees you. Come on. There you go. As long as you're accurate with your shots, you won't have a problem killing them that way. Again, only 4. The game is being mean to us. Staying well away from the base at the moment. I don't want to annoy anybody. We're getting enough attacks without starting on the revenge attacks, but we will at some point be getting a bit of a vengeance on them. They've had their own way for a while now, so it's soon going to be time to teach them a lesson. Again, this cougar can be tricky. She can be way up over there, over the brow of the hill, and she can be all the way down in the field here. So I'm just going to have to go slowly and carefully. There she is. Listen for the purr. Again, get down to the same level as her. So you notice I'm backing up while crouched. So the reason I do that is just in case one of the shots misses and she has a little bit of health left. It buys me that little bit extra time I need to switch to the other shotgun. And there we go. That's the entire Cougar run. There are no more. It takes about maybe 2 hours, I think. Perhaps half a day, something like that. Not sure exactly. I say 2 hours, I mean in-game hours. But eventually they'll all respawn, and then if you so wish, you go and do it all again. Okay, let's just drop some of this stuff off, and I'm hoping, do the livers first. I'm hoping before it gets dark we're going to have time just to go and check the fish traps. Now, I did mention in the last episode that I was going to check the fish traps, and then I didn't check the fish traps. Yes, I know, I'm like that. However, I did go down afterwards, the following game day that I didn't record, simply because nothing happened. And I was just sort of getting as much loot and things as I could going. Yeah, so I did repair the fish traps. We're not going to be able to eat nearly all of this. I'm still full, and we've got 3 livers, so I think what I'll do is I'll put those in here. If we need them, they're there. If they spoil, well, they spoil. The other thing I'm going to do is put the shotgun away, double barrel, leave it loaded, but put it away, simply because I don't need 2 shotguns with me when I'm out and about, and if I want to go out after moose or cougars, then I can always come and get it. Little brick. Okay, I'll drop that in there. I'll grab a little bit of grubs. I'll take 8, but I don't think we'll need 8. And then just very, very quickly... Oh, maybe not. Did you see the blue light? Where are you, dude? Oh, I think he just blew himself up. Oh, tree. Where is he going? Okay. That's interesting. Oh. Here comes his... Oh, his buddy's going home, I think. Yeah, he's given up. I don't know where that guy went. I think he's setting fire to himself. So that's what I mean about the rocks, using the rocks as a natural defence. I think he's probably gone home, his mate's already gone, so... Oh, no, there he is. He's persistent. Give him that. Now he's going to go. You could try and hit him as he runs away, but there's really no point. If you hit him, it's unlikely to kill him, and it might inspire a revenge attack, so you might as well just let him go. But yeah, rock defences did well there. They caught the Molotov nicely, didn't they? Okay, so I'm going to have to abandon the trip down to check on the fish. It is now way too dark for you guys. I could do it, but there's no point in trying to video it, so we'll do it in the morning. Let's put these back in there, and what have we got? Oh, okay. This is unusual. That's it. You put your light on so I can see you. That'd be kind of neat. Another one on the rock. Ow. Ooh. Oh, I think he just broke his he just broke his leg. Okay, that's fine by me. Right, that should be 3 of them dead then. I only killed 2, but I think he jumped off this top rock and broke his leg on the landing. It's kind of funny. Alright, let me, if we can follow their route. Yeah, I definitely didn't kill that guy. Nice. Couple of weapon parts on that one. And some drops. Okay, I don't know if there'd be any of my arrows. I'm sorry it's a bit dark for you guys, but not going to spend any time out there, so I won't bother with the glow stick. Wolf growling at us. Let's shut these hatches up. Okay, let's grab that, have one of those, and just about got enough. Make another fuel brick. Kind of handy. Nice of them to bring us that, wasn't it? Right. That goes in there. So does that. And we almost got all our ammo back as well. 1 bullet short. And the arrows back up. So there we have it. That's cougar hunting, Mozo style. Fairly straightforward. Wolf annoying somewhere. There he is. Yeah, fairly straightforward, and as long as you're careful, stay on level ground, time your shots, you know, hit them, make sure you're going to hit with your shots, don't get blasé about it, but other than that, very nice. I think we did the job nicely. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was informative. Maybe 1 or 2 things that you didn't know. Maybe in a future episode I'll try and show you the long shot method, but it didn't really work out for us today one way or another, so that's for next time. Please like, share, subscribe, comment all you like. I try to answer every comment, so happy to see the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.